All right, dear devotees, we are meeting happily with you all, and devotees gathering together. Hare Krishna, and in Riga, Latvia. And I see lots of devotees present. So this is good news for me. I have good association. You are coming, as Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur explained. You are coming to give me service to talk about Krishna. With simultaneous translation. Yes, no need for me to pause. So Hari Gopal Prabhu, very good to have you here and to have each of you here with us. And I just need to, Riga, Latvia, I just need to somehow make it bigger. Okay, let us begin with Vandeham, and then we'll come to, I'll try to turn on the computer. It'll be easier for me to see everyone. I just came in. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalang Shri Gurun Vaishnavangscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatan Vitam Tang Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitan Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakan Vitangs Cha Om Jnana Timirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Anmilitam Jaina Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Namo Mahavaranyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gora Tujay Namaha Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare. Okay, dear devotees, now I can see you much better. And now I still will need somebody to speak. Is anybody speaking?
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare.
Chant this mantra and your life will become sublime. Some of you have heard Sripad Tridandi Maharaj's very simple, clean, clear experience when he first met the devotees and they gave him a card. So still, that is giving me some inspiration from Sripad Tridandi Maharaj's own experience of receiving the card and seeing that it says, chant this mantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, and your life will become sublime. And he just expressed it so nicely. He said, my goodness, that's a big claim. By this mantra, your life will become sublime. Then I should try it. And if it doesn't work, I will sue them for making false claim. This is Tridandi Maharaj's transcendental humor. And then he said, and I've been chanting ever since. And it is true. We have found, you have found, that really by chanting Hare Krishna, it may not be like a gross change in our life, but really a change of our intentions, a change of our hopes, a change of our practices, of our thinking, does come about gently and positively, gently and positively. These things do come about. So we're here together with devotees of a similar feather, and we've not only got Hari Gopal Prabhu, here we've got his mom also. And I just need to make the screen bigger, but even from a small screen, I can see. Hare Krishna. So please, we've come to Riga. As it turns out, I don't know where we are in Riga. I don't recognize the room, But over to you, Suresh Krishnabhu, to fill in the missing spaces.
Dandavat Maharaj, Dandavat всем преданным.
Dandavat Maharaj, and Dandavat to all the devotees.
В квартире у Хари
We
Гопала
are
в Риге.
in the flat
Мы
of
уже были
Harigopal
Мы уже
in
были
Riga.
здесь
We
какое-то
were
время назад.
here already
Вот мы
some
опять
time
здесь.
ago, and
И
here we are
вчера у
again.
нас
Yesterday
была
we had a
публичная
public
программа, но она была
program,
объединена
but
с
it was
днем
connected
рождения
with
Ами Бала
the
Диди.
birthday of
И
Amiya Bala Devidasi.
удивительно, что Ами
And what
Бала
is
пригласила
surprising,
много
that
своих
Amiya
друзей.
Bala, she invited a
И
lot
пришли
of her
друзья
friends,
его, и
and
все
her friends
воспевали Хари
came, and
Кришна,
everyone
вкушали
chanted Hare
прасад,
Krishna. They had prashadam.
слушали
They
лекцию Хари
listened to
Гопала
the
Прабху.
lecture
И
of
удивительно,
Harigopal
была
Prabhu,
очень прекрасная
but and
программа. И
amazingly,
потом,
it
когда
was a
вот
wonderful
закончилась
program.
официальная
And when
часть,
when the official part of the program finished,
раздача просад,
and then we had the
неформальное
the
общение, мы с
unofficial
всеми
prashadam
друзьями
and
неформально
chatting,
пообщались
so
и
we chatted
рассказали о
with all
своем
their
опыте
friends, and we shared our
на пути
experience with them
сознания Кришны. И
on
действительно была
the
очень
journey of
прекрасная
Krishna
программа.
consciousness. And
Мы
indeed, it
поздравили
was a wonderful
Амию
program.
Балу,
And of
и
course, we
сегодня мы
congratulated
собрались здесь
Amiya
Хари
Bala.
Гопала, и к нам
And today we've
присоединился
gathered at
Ишвар
Harigopal's
Прабху.
place.
Он
And
из
today Ishwara
Перу.
Prabhu came. He's
По
from
каким-то
Peru.
чудом он
By
оказался
by
в Латвии,
some
в Риге, я даже не
mercy
знаю
or by
как,
some magic, he came to
но он сейчас
Latvia.
здесь с
And
нами,
he is here
и
now
мы
with us.
провели программу,
And we've had a
пели
program.
наши киртаны,
We've chanted
баджаны,
our
все
bhajans,
рады, и он очень
kirtans.
счастлив, и
And
мы
he's very
вкусили
happy.
просад.
And we
Я у
had
него
prashadam.
спросил, ты
And I asked
счастлив? Он
him,
говорит,
are you
да,
happy?
очень, как бы,
Very
вкусная,
happy.
прекрасная программа.
Very nice
И
program.
это очень здорово, что мы
It's
можем
a very nice that
в кругу такого,
we can
в
be
семейном
in the
кругу
circle of a
воспевать,
family circle
общаться,
to
делиться.
chant,
И у
to
нас
share,
получились такие насыщенные
engage. And we
выходные,
had very kind of nourishing
что мы
weekend.
провели и публичную
So we've
программу,
had the
сейчас
public
проводим
program,
домашнюю
and now we
программу.
have
И
a
Таня
house
с
program.
Никитой
And
приехали
Tanya with Nikita,
из
they came as
Резекне,
well from
приехали
Rezekne.
4 часа, чтобы
4
побыть с
hour
нами.
bus ride
Вот
just to
Таня,
be with
вот
us.
Никита.
There is Nikita, there is
Да.
Tanya.
Вот, и...
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Вот и Амия Бала здесь. Они посуду,
And
они сейчас
Amiya
моют
Bala is
посуду.
also here. They're washing the plates right now, the pots.
Харе Кришна. Вот.
Happy birthday and a day. You've made it through another year. Well done.
Вот такие новости, Махарадж, на этой
Such
неделе.
is the news of this week, Maharaj.
Yes, I can hear, and I'm happy to see you all. And Devahuti, she's come and she's joined you today. And were you there in the public program, Devahuti Didi? What can you report to me?
Indeed, I was amazed that so many new people came. Yes, I hope that we will always have such programs on Saturdays, so we can associate more often. Harigopal, he gave a wonderful lecture yesterday, and he transmitted the spirit of Sri Chaitanya Saraswati. He shared Sridhar Maharaj, Govinda Maharaj, and Madhusudan Maharaj, who is revealing such mercy to us from Sridhar Maharaj. So our Western devotees actively preaching, traveling, coming to us. So we are once again waiting for Madhusudan Maharaj here in Latvia.
Hare Krishna. So Devahuti Didi, if we are to ask you to describe Srila Govinda Maharaj, how will you describe Srila Govinda Maharaj?
Govinda Maharaj, it is the condensed mercy to the devotees, full of love and warmth, mercy, affection, always ready to support and inspire everyone, seeing the best and perfect qualities in everyone, and with his pure vision, he's ready to share that give the person that vision, give that warmth while being happy simultaneously, to give connection with Krishna and divinity, and any blessing from Govinda Maharaj. It's a current that is alive. Everything he speaks becomes reality in life. Any blessing of his is real, and it's living in an independent life, which we can consider something that is our property forever connected, and it becomes our property. So there we go.
And we know that to please Krishna, we need to please his devotees, and especially his pure devotees. So what is your suggestion or your experience? What pleases Gurudev that we can each do?
Он подключен к английскому. Английский. Да.
I feel that Govinda Maharaj is very satisfied when the devotees are congregationally are dealing with each other warmly, nicely, affectionately. They're caring for each other. And all of this, if we remember why we're all doing this, all of this for, remember our Guru Parampara, this connection between the devotees in a family circle, then we can share these wonderful and warm feelings between each other. Then Govinda Maharaj, then he is present in our midst with his affection, with his care. And he's attracted by our nice dealings. And of course, chanting 16 rounds and more. And if you have too much service and you don't have time, then you can chant 4 rounds. And then everything else, satsanga, reading book, and remembering the Lord.
Excellent. I'm happy to hear that and to be reminded. Thank you, Devahuti Di. Hare Krishna. Our family, Devahuti is our family. You are all our family, but she's our family from Srila Gurudev's time. Hare Krishna. And Rajanath Prabhu from Stockholm joined. Actually, I need to put on the gallery view. Yes, Rajanath Prabhu. Rajanath Prabhu's near you. He's in Stockholm, just across the water. A good soul, sincere soul. Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Dandavats. And Gunali is near you, but she's in St. Petersburg. I know a little difficulty to cross the borders there these days, but nearby in St. Petersburg. And near you, but not so near to Riga, is Braja Krishna Prabhu and Indu Pati Devi Devidasi, Indu Mati Devidasi. And they're at home, I think, beneath a picture of Srila Prabhupada. And we've been remembering Srila Prabhupada very much with his appearance. Oh, it's not Srila Prabhupada, it's some flowers. I just made your picture larger. Well, you made me remember Srila Prabhupada. I thought it was a big garlands and around Srila Prabhupada. But I think just flowers, right? Yes, okay. So Brajanath Prabhu, Braja Krishna Prabhu. Yes, Brajanath in Stockholm, Braja Krishna Prabhu. Please, any news? What have you been able to do in Krishna consciousness this week? What would you like to share with us? Because we are on the Latvian Zoom.
Dandavat, Madhusudan Prabhu.
Dandavat, Madhusudan Maharaj. Dandavat to all
Для меня, наверное, самое главное, я так
the
себе выделил.
main thing for me, which I have underlined,
Наверное,
is probably,
формулирую это так.
I can formulate it in the following way. In my everyday life,
Видеть Кришну,
to see Krishna,
постоянно помнить о нем,
constantly remember him,
постоянно
and
все свои
constantly
действия ориентировать сообразно
orient
тому,
all of
что
your
Кришна постоянно
activity
присутствует рядом.
around the idea that Krishna is
Потому что
present
я
everywhere.
работаю, я каждый день
Because I
работаю, для
work,
меня
I'm
работа
working every
это
day.
большая
For
часть моей
me,
жизни.
my work is the main part of
И
my
для
life.
меня самое главное,
The most
я сказал
important for
сегодня,
me, as I
на
said
данном этапе
today,
моей жизни,
today on my
это
current stage
главной
of my
моей
life,
работой
is
пытаться
during my
практиковать,
work, try to practice
сознание Кришны.
practice Krishna
А это
consciousness.
очень просто.
And it is very simple, theoretically.
Постоянно помнить о Кришне.
Always
Никогда
remember
не
Krishna
забывать о
and
Кришне,
never
как
forget
говорил мой
Krishna,
учитель,
as my
любимый
master told me,
мастер
as
Madhusudan Maharaj.
my
Я
Madhusudan Maharaj
стараюсь
told me.
это практиковать,
I'm trying
и
to
для
practice
меня этой
this, and for
практики
me, this
более
practice
чем
is
достаточно. Я
more
вам
than
честно
enough.
скажу.
I can, if I'm
Если у меня
honest,
что-то получается, я благодарю за
if
это Кришну,
something, if I'm
благодарю за
successful in
это своим
something, I'm
учителям,
thanking
благодарю за
my
это
Lord
Гуру
Krishna,
Варга,
I'm
и
thanking
благодарю всех
my
своих вайшнавов,
master,
всех,
my
кого я
Guru Varga,
знаю.
all the Vaishnavas, everyone I know.
Вот таким путем я стараюсь идти.
Such is the journey I'm trying
Так для себя я решил, что для
walk.
меня вот этот путь, он
But I
ежедневный,
decided this
постоянный.
path for me is daily,
Я
it's
иду этим
constant,
путем.
and I'm just going forward in this way. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. And to go forward is valuable in itself. To maintain and to go forward is valuable. And this Srila Guru Maharaj stresses too. So to continue, we don't have to be at 25 hours a day loudly chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. But we do need to be 26 hours a day trying to remember Krishna through the Maha Mantra in the background and through our adjusting our attitude to everything around us, our work, our colleagues, the weather, and all these things, to adjust our attitude according to the directives of our masters. And our masters, Srila Gurudev, Srila Guru Maharaj, and Srila Prabhupada. And this way to continue step by step, day by day. Then as a child grows up from being a young baby child to walking, to talking, to playing, to going to school, and then teenager, then become a grown-up, thinking grown-up, then crossing 40, and then actually becoming a grown-up, as Gurudev would say, for the men. A boy is still a boy until he's 40 years old. Then we can consider he is man. Anyhow, the material world, we grow up gradually, not in a day. And our spiritual world, the spiritual journey, our spiritual life also grows up gradually, not in a day. And so to continue is very good. And this week we've been remembering Srila Prabhupada a lot. We always remember Srila Prabhupada, but it was his appearance day. 1 week ago today, I think, last Sunday was Srila Prabhupada's appearance. And I put in the chat box, just now, the link to a Zoom, to a YouTube video, link on YouTube, which Krishna Cantadiri in Italy, she gave this recommendation. And really, it's very sweet and it's very helpful to help us know Srila Prabhupada's nature, just as we're always encouraging devotees. Please know Srila Gurudev's nature. Please know Srila Guru Maharaj's nature. And so there's a link there. And let me see. You all know, I hope, Srila Govinda Maharaj video series, Srila Govinda Maharaj video series, and Srila Sridhar Maharaj video series on YouTube. And these are very helpful. They have English subtitles, but I'm sure you can translate them to Russian, and I expect, I'm sure there are some sites where you will have translations into Russian of their talks, means in the captions. So anyhow, in your own time. You can see, each of you can see Srila Prabhupada's video there. It's in black and white. It's from a long time ago. I don't recall the exact year, but a long time ago, before most of you here were born. And today, and so we watched this with the devotees. Today we were watching this morning and yesterday evening, Srila Gurudev in London from 1994, 31 years ago. We are watching Srila Govinda Maharaj in London. And actually, we were watching yesterday evening, and in the temple room, we were watching this, like the evening program continuing. And then then we had to end because it was a little bit long. And then this morning, the devotees asked, oh, please, can we watch this morning the rest? Can we continue and see the rest? There's still 20 minutes left. So we couldn't say no, and we watched the rest of the video this morning. And Srila Gurudev so beautifully speaking and revealing his thoughts, and you can see how thoughtful he is about all his expressions. And so anyhow, that link, it does exist.
I think the chat might contain the link now.
For to 1994, and sorry, yes, 1994, 0617, or does it? I don't know, but if I click on it, I might lose our Zoom connection. I don't know. Anyhow, dear devotees, I'm trying to just share that we have wonderful resources on the web, and I'm sure in Russian these do exist with the Russian. At least some of the videos exist with the Russian subtitles, so you can follow what's being said. And many of you know English. And we have Madhura Leela Didi with us. We have Madhura Leela in Latvia, but we have Madhura Leela Didi here from Cedar Rapids in the United States of America. She knows English. Hare Krishna. And Naza knows good English. Hare Gopal. I hope he knows English. He's our translator. Udaran Prabhu knows English. And some of you, Leela, Lavanyamoi, Paramananda Prabhu. So several of you know English, Rupanuga Prabhu, and Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu knows very good English. Prabhu, good to see you here. Dandavat. Leelavati knows good English. Seva Rupa. My goodness, lots of English speakers here. Dandavat, Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu. Happily seeing you, happily being with you. We've come into your flat, your living room today. Hare Krishna.
Maharaj, Lilavati Didi had a
Maharaj.
question. We have our meeting. Oh, sorry, I will speak Russian. У нас по средам происходят
Every Wednesday we have
русскоговорящие Zoom-встречи, но
Russian-speaking,
больше встречаемся с
more
латвийскими.
internal
Если кто хочет
Latvian type
присоединиться,
Zoom. But if some
происходит
people
в
want to join, it
7:30
happens at 7:30
по
p.m.
рижскому времени в 7:30
Riga
вечера.
time.
Мы
And we
какие-то темы, в основном
we
Вену
discuss
Гита
some
задаем
topics.
тему,
Mainly Venu
или
Gita
какой-то
is making the
вопрос,
topics,
мы
and we're
его
discussing some
обсуждаем.
question.
И вот
And-
в прошлое воскресенье,
and
в прошлую среду у
This
Лилавати
last
был вопрос,
Wednesday,
мы не
Lilavati had
успели
a
его
question, and we
обсудить.
could not,
Но вот
we did not have
я
enough
попросил
time
ее,
to
чтобы
discuss, and
она этот
I
вопрос
asked her
задала
that she
вам
would
здесь, и
ask
тоже было
you,
интересно обсудить.
ask that question to you
Lilavati
during
Didi,
this Zoom. So Lilavati Didi,
вы тут?
are you here?
Да, она тут.
Dandavat. I think are you at work? No, it's Sunday. You're not at work.
Я на работе, у нас же с воскресенья начинается неделя.
I'm at work. Our week starts
Eh.
from Sunday.
Алло?
Oh, yes, you're in Israel.
Шалом. Вот, и
And
У меня был вопрос по
I did
поводу
have a
книги,
question about
значит,
book
Шридхара
of
Махараджа
Sridhar Maharaj,
«Путь домой».
First of
the
all,
journey home.
Leelavati Devi, first of all, when we're seeing you now, right above your head on the wall, somebody's written karma.
Да.
Ага.
You see, now
Ага.
someone else needs to write
Это
Gauranga.
рядом с моим офисом есть такое.
Yes, it's near my office.
Okay.
В общем,
Anyways,
там
please
был
excuse
такой
me interrupting.
отрезок.
Please ask your question.
Не-не-не. Сейчас я ищу.
All is good.
Я
Hold
плохо
on, I'm
подготовилась.
looking.
Вот.
I poorly
Значит, там есть такой
prepared.
отрывок.
But yes, there's
В
a
Писаниях сказано, что нужно
little
стремиться
excerpt
сохранять свое
in the
нынешнее
scripture. In
положение.
the scripture, it said you
Так
should try to
командующий может
maintain
приказать
your
армии: не
position.
оставляйте эти
The
позиции.
commandeer
Умрите, но удержите
may
их.
tell the army
Однако,
to keep
когда
your
появляется
position,
благоприятная
die.
возможность, он командует: вперед! И подобно этому это в книге Шридхара
So this is in the book of
Махараджа «Путь
Sridhar
домой».
Maharaj. This journey home.
В части 4
And this is the fourth
о
part of it,
ценности человеческой жизни
about the value of human life. It says that
что... Ой, ё-моё. Сейчас. В Писаниях сказано, что
the
нужно
scripture
стремиться
says that
сохранять свое
you
нынешнее
should
положение.
strive to
Так
maintain or keep your
командующий
current position. And in this way, the
может приказать
general
армии: не оставляйте
may
свои
tell his
позиции,
army, do not
умрите,
leave your
но удержите
position.
их.
You hold this
Однако, когда
position, you
появляется
may die, but
благоприятная
hold it.
возможность,
But when
он
there is an
командует:
auspicious
вперед!
moment, he
И
can give a
подобно
new order,
этому
go
шастры
forward.
Писания
And in
говорят:
this way, the
где бы
Shastras
ты ни
say,
родился,
wherever
согласно
you
твоей
were
карме,
born,
где
according
бы
to your
ни было
karma,
твое место,
wherever your position may be,
не пытайся оставить его. В
do not
противном случае
try to
ты
abandon it.
можешь упасть. Но в то
You
же самое
might
время,
fall
когда
down.
появляется
But at the same
надлежащая
time,
возможность,
when the appropriate
а,
opportunity comes,
генерал может
the
скомандовать: вперед к
general
абсолюту и
can
стремись
give an
ввысь.
order to go
И вот у
forward
меня
to the
вопрос:
absolute, try to
про
grab it.
какое положение здесь
And I have a
говорит
question about which
Шридхар
position
что
is
это
being talked
значит?
about
Не
in Sridhar
эмигрировать?
Maharaj. Does it
Или,
mean to not immigrate,
больше всего
or
меня еще... Мы немножко обсуждали
so we
это.
discussed this a little bit,
Или он...
or he's
Ну,
talking
почему он говорит
about
умереть,
why
если
does he
генерал
say
прикажет
why
умереть, то
if the
нужно
general is
умереть
saying
на месте?
die
Вот
if you need
о
to,
чем это?
but keep your position. What is this being talked about?
Okay, so yes, while you are speaking, I did not know what your question was going to be, but I was exactly going to address this point, that Srila Guru Maharaj is using an analogy to help us to understand about our spiritual position and our spiritual progress. And so the analogy is a commander and the troops in wartime, where the troops are told to you maintain your position where you are. Now it's necessary to maintain this position and not be overrun. And that's your duty, to keep there, not to retreat, not to go back, and not to go forward without a command, not to go forward and think, oh, I can just go and act separately. So in our spiritual life, but it's an example. It's not Guru Maharaj is saying about this material world and we should not find a more suitable environment in which to practice Krishna consciousness, etc. Rather, Srila Guru Maharaj is giving the example. Where we are now in Krishna consciousness, we must try to maintain that at all costs, not to slip back, not to slip away. We maintain where we are. And then at a suitable time, then either from the Guru within or the Guru without or some directive coming to us, we will understand that, okay, I'm being maintaining, we're staying in our spiritual position, chanting our rounds, offering our food, many things like this. We've become steady, but now here is an opening to go forwards. And then under the shelter of the guidance of the senior devotees, we shall try to come forwards in our spiritual life. So he's not giving instructions for us about fighting in an army or changing our location or our material job. He's talking about our spiritual journey and using this as an example.
М,
And sometimes elsewhere you'll see Guru Maharaj using also war as an example, means the soldiers and being under the guidance of somebody as an example, to help us understand how we must not act independently, but we must be under the guidance of a senior, a guidance of somebody who we have appreciation for, that we see they are on the same path as me, they're senior to me, and they are our well-wisher. And Guru Maharaj also uses about the army and the soldiers, etc., in an example about war. When there is beginning of war, the soldiers, they're all going thinking, oh, yes, we're going to win this war, we're going to fight. And then they're fighting, and then day by day, all sorts of difficulties come. But the middle path, it becomes, we may lose our enthusiasm, and we need the help of the fellow soldiers. And soon, when the war is about to be won, then again, the enthusiasm comes back because we see an end to all of this trouble. So these are examples. It's not Srila Guru Maharaj giving us teachings for the material world, but trying to help us understand our spiritual journey. He's using different examples, and in this case, the example of the soldiers, the battles, etc. So we must take it in that context, yes.
У нас были просто размышления об этом, и
We had
мы
some thoughts
думали, как
about this,
определиться, что, может быть,
and
это
one of the things we
через
thought
Бога
of
именно
that it's
развиваться в
meant
материальном мире,
not
но
to
тоже это что-то
develop
разумное.
materially, but that is also a little weird, actually, this thought.
I cannot detect Srila Guru Maharaj saying that, giving that message there. I cannot detect that.
Мгм. Окей.
An example, an analogy is applicable for a certain purpose. It is not then a universal, like everything about this example is going to be applicable for everything, that this example, it is perfect for all other kinds of analogies. Rather, it's applicable to help explain a particular point. And I do not detect in that, because I am very familiar. In fact, I was there when Guru Maharaj was explaining these things. And that now is in book form. And that is not what I understood from hearing Guru Maharaj explain with this example of maintaining one's position, and when the opportunity comes, then to proceed. Purely about spiritual matter, our spiritual life, not about our, possessions or anything.
Мгм. Спасибо. Да, спасибо.
Thank you, thank you.
Hare Krishna, Govinda Govinda.
Другую стену вам покажу.
Look, we're in Israel. My
I'll
goodness.
show you a different wall now.
Oh dear. Well, maybe the other one was better. Hare Krishna.
Спасибо.
All right, thank you.
All right, I'll let you get back to work, Lilavati did, but good to see you. Good to have you with us here like this. Hare Krishna. It's a sunny day in Haifa, a sunny day in Haifa by the Mediterranean. And it's a sunny day in London by the, don't know where, the English Channel, right, will be the nearest, but not so near. And so, yes, I'm reaching you from London. We're in the London temple, and today they're having a festival in the East London temple. Well, festival means it's a Sunday gathering in the East London temple. And here we've been having big gatherings and continuous, like, week-long festival. And yesterday we had the 11th anniversary of this ashram, this bigger ashram by the airport that Gurudev very much wanted, the 11th anniversary of its official opening. So I don't know, but probably some of you certainly follow the, the things on Facebook and Instagram. And I don't, by the way, but devotees do show me things on Facebook and Instagram. So I am kept in touch with, like, more or less what happens with, around the world. But here in London, there have been beautiful gatherings with devotees, and with devotees chanting very loud Hari Nam Sankirtan. So yesterday you had grand programs in Riga and meeting the public, and here in London we had also simultaneously at the same time we're also having Hari Katha, Hari Kirtan, and Hari Prasad, Prasadam of the Lord. And really, actually very exemplary teamwork, team seva by different teams, and good organization, good planning. And we are happy to be invited to come and to participate as we could. And Devashish Prabhu was the MC, and good to see Devashish Prabhu feeling better, but he's struggling with his health. Dear devotees, please always give some good wishes for his health condition. And those of you who were with us earlier today on Back to Basics, which is a bit early in Europe, I know, but there was Ananda Sundari of South Africa, and she's in much difficulty health-wise too. Just now she's returned to India and is now in the hospital there. So as we are thinking of, like, devotees with specific difficulties right now, please do give some thought to her. And those of you who know her, sincere lady. And every devotee's heart, the devotees always are going to be fine, the devotee part. But we obviously feel very unhappy when we see devotees who are getting much suffering due to the material world, the body. And we see it throughout the kirtans, throughout the scriptures, how it's considered that this body is just a weight to carry. It's something we have to tolerate for these years that we've been assigned into these bodies. So we have to tolerate whatever is coming, good, bad, or ugly, to the body. But we have to keep our spiritual journey alive and well. So we know that the devotees are alive and well in their heart, but the difficulty of the body is there. But anyhow, we were very happy. Devashish Prabhu was here, he was the MC, and he's a friend to all the devotees, and it was very happy to see him up and about. And Madhurya Lila means our Cedar Rapids, Madhurya Lila. So, right, as I said in a message some yesterday, it is well with my soul. The rest of me is not always so sure. Yes, there we are. And Sunday, Madhurya Lila says, Sunday is the only day I work. Well, you're very lucky. You only get to work one day in the week. Must be a lucrative Sunday. Hare Krishna. And by the way, Naza points out, he's given the video link, and perhaps this is in Russian. Oh, yes, because Naza Prabhu points out subtitles from YouTube can be automatically translated to any language. Okay. I'll ask one of our knowledgeable devotees to help me understand how to do that, because that can be useful. In London, London is pretty much English, but sometimes we want to have two screens, like one screen with Russian or Italian, one screen with English or American, something like this. So we got two screens according to who is in the temple room. Hare Krishna. Yes, and Venu Gita, Didi, well done. I hear you were giving the subject matter for yesterday's public talk. Is that right?
On Wednesday program.
Or the Wednesday 7:30 talks, yes? So who likes to join those, please do contact I suppose either Hari Gopal Prabhu, is he the master? I do not know. I mean, the master means the master of the electronics. Don't fly in the sky. Hare Krishna. Anyway, you can make inquiry for getting the URL and see from there. And how does Ishvara Prabhu end up in Riga from Peru? Oh, have you got the translation in Portuguese? Maybe he's understood how to do automatic translation.
Danda Maharaj.
I don't hear any sound.
I think they're trying to figure it out how to do it, how he can speak. I just give them a moment.
Okay. Otherwise, Suresh Krishna can speak on his behalf, can explain a little bit. The technology, you see, Hari Gopal, who's in another room, he's our technology expert.
You can speak English.
Danda Maharaj.
And
Yes. I was in India coming to Peru back, but stopped in Spain. And I have a brother there. And before going to Peru, I was seeing festivals here in this part, Lithuania, Letonia. And so I came for festivals. Well, then I met Devahuti Didi and he invited me, yesterday to program, today to this program also in house. Very nice. And so just trying to catch some mercy, association mainly of devotees. Yes.
Okay, well, we're very happy that you're attracted to go there. And our experience is that in Latvia, there are so many gentle and sincere devotees. So you have found yourself in good association. In fact, wherever there are devotees, actually, we say about our family, and actually maybe, well, you won't have seen, but earlier today I did mention that yesterday, within the last 2 days, I've met two devotees from a long time ago. They are devotees. And one of them in particular, I'd never met before. I only knew of him. He's the husband of one of the ladies that we know. And from Srila Gurudev's time, and like probably 1994, from that time, she's been a devotee. We know of her husband, etc. But I met him for the first time yesterday at the festival here. And I didn't know who he was. And also, he does look different than the photos I've seen of him before, because he's got a he's got a beard, and he looks, well, if it's 1994, he looks how many years older? 30 years older than the photos I've ever seen of him. But anyhow, we just talked in one sentence within a few words, then automatically we know he's part of our family of devotees. Actually, we know he's Gurudev. We feel it must be Gurudev's disciple. And then Gurudev or Guru Maharaj, Gurudev's disciple, and talking with him. And the first sentence, we just feel, oh, this is somebody I've known forever. And such a kind and sweet mood. And then within 3 or 4 sentences, we introduce to each other, and then we find it, yes, our family member, happily. So the devotees are special. Family is special. And there is some background, like feeling within a family of like common feeling of whatever it is, the warmth of family, like that. So that was one devotee, and another devotee I'd not seen since he was, I do not know how old, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Actually, I know him from when he was not even 0. So in that sense, but the last time I saw him was probably 7 years old, and now 20 years old. And that was very happy for me also. Hare Krishna. Paramananda Prabhu, kindly share a word or two. Paramananda Prabhu is back in Thailand and is in Srila Gurudev's house, Srila Gurudev's ashram in Bangkok, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, Maharaj.
You've heard?
Questions?
Yes.
We're just back from the Sunday program organized by Aparajita and Muktinath and Anthony. As usually, very sweet program, and it was very far away. And even though we had few guests, they came from far away. So they put some effort into coming there. I think Aparajita, she's trying to put people to the test, how much they want to get in touch with Krishna consciousness by making these meeting arrangements further and further from the center of the city. I think next one will be really far away. Let's see who is that fortunate soul. But I'm impressed. And of course, Krishna Priya and Ramsul, they were the main speakers.
No.
And both did well, I have to say. So, any questions? What else can I say?
Well, I think we can hear Krishna Priya's voice nearby. A little earlier, we asked Devahuti, please describe Srila Gurudev to everyone. So maybe we can ask also Krishna Priya. Please just give some, don't run away, come back. Please, if you're happy to, please give a little description, because all the devotees hear about Gurudev, but only a few have met him in the present generation. So you can share something. So just describe a little bit about Gurudev. Devahuti has already won our hearts that, yes, Gurudev is wonderful. So now you can add to what she gave a little earlier.
Dandavat Maharaj. Dandavat all devotees. Happy to see everyone. Okay, how to describe? There's many personality about Gurudev Maharaj, but I will keep it like something that everyone can at least understand of how about Govinda Maharaj. Govinda Maharaj, when you look outside, it's like very kind grandfather. You imagine about grandfathers. Grandfather, like a warm, very kind, smiling, very gentle. But really, deeply in his consciousness, for me, he's strong, like stone. How much faith he has on his guru, like Guru Maharaj. Like soft outside, but inside the strength of consciousness is very firm and strong. That's how I can describe somehow roughly about Govinda Maharaj. And I willing also learning many things from Govinda Maharaj. He is a very good example of spiritual master. Even though in mundane you can keep that his example to living on in mundane. It's perfect, Maharaj. It's perfect example.
Perfect in every way.
In everywhere. Perfect.
What did you say
That's
about
for me.
mundane in like mundane life? I could not catch that. Could you please repeat what you meant? Can you hear me? Like maybe they cannot hear me. Oh,
So we have Ram Sundar Das Brahmachari here. He may give a short report about today's program.
How did you win their hearts, Ram Sundar Prabhu?
Say it again, Maharaj.
How did you win their hearts, the public?
Wow. I guess by smiling, to be honest. But there was this one young Japanese boy that came too, and I didn't even do anything, but he repeated to me like 5 times, and he's very interested in me. But I think that was the saffron cloth that captured him the most. And
So-
you know,
Okay.
I guess just sharing what I've heard from our masters and from you, and that's the real magic that steals everyone's hearts. So
Actually, one of Govinda Maharaj's qualities that we observed, just by his own presence, without saying anything to anybody, he can attract people to Krishna consciousness. It happened on many occasions, and I'm quite sure Srila Madhusudan Maharaj can confirm. Similar cases, so many times it happened, and with people who were just passing by or were just there. We're talking about non-devotees, or who would just come by chance and have his association. They're practically undergoing a major consciousness shift in a good way. And we can see the devotees who reflect the teachings of Guru Maharaj and Srila Govinda Maharaj, they have the same ability. They can attract people just by being there, by being sincere practitioners and sincere disciples. And people really respect that, and they're also looking for that. Everybody is looking for the goal of life and having difficulty finding it. So when people come and they hear there's such a young person, that boy was actually probably the same age, maybe a year younger than Ram Sundar.
No, okay.
Or maybe slightly older, but immediately he got attracted, even though he said, I don't understand. Never heard about yoga, never heard about Hare Krishnas, nothing. He said that the kirtan was fun, but otherwise, somehow he was attracted to Ram Sundar's personality and what he embodies. We don't know what it is yet, but we are inviting him to come. He is actually searching for his searching for himself, more or less, traveling, trying to see the world. So let's see. And that's why these programs are good. They're very humble, but good people are coming. Just like Suresh Krishna Prabhu. He started in a very humble way, and slowly he gathered lots of sincere souls around him who got substantial connection.
And we haven't heard from Amir Baladidi, whose birthday it was yesterday. So many people came and heard the Maha Mantra, and she is there in Riga. We saw at the beginning and wished her a happy birthday and a day. So let us hear a few words from her. What it's like to be 1 year older, for instance.
На год старше.
1 year older. It is
Может быть, немножко
the same wonderful, maybe some new addition of wisdom comes, perhaps. That was my first experience of celebrating my birthday by joining my friends who are not connected with Krishna consciousness, with my spiritual family. And I think this experience passed flawlessly. At least everyone who was present, they were very nice kind of impressions. Nobody ran away. And I thought that it's time to invite all of my friends and join them. They know for quite a while that I'm practicing Krishna consciousness for some time. They're no longer too much spooked by that. And that was wonderful for me, from the heart. And I can add to that her friends, they're very sincere, and they're inquiring very sincerely as well. And with one specific person, I had quite an amazing conversation, and she kind of brought out of me everything I had. And as those who know Amya Bala, they can say she has a good spiritual background. It is not a coincidence that this has happened. And Hari Gopal, he's also invited them to today's house program. And some of them said, yes, please, maybe tomorrow I can't come, I'm working, or yes, I will come, please, invite me to your Telegram group or something. I invited many of my friends, but not everyone came. But those who came, all of their time was given to us.
Jai. And I'm happy that you weren't shy. We are happy to have our principles and to share them with others. And as Paramanand was pointing out, even when they meet pious persons, not just pious, but devotee practitioners, then the fortunate, they can really catch something even without knowing any philosophy. They can understand that they are in some special association, not ordinary kind of just seeking, general wishy-washy. See if you can translate that, Hari Gopal. Not general, unfocused, just, life is cool, just listen to the universe kind of stuff. But that there's something solid there within the teachings and within the practices of the devotees, somehow can pick that up. And by the way, Krishna Priya's description of Srila Gurudev, I thought also was a beautiful way to describe him too, because on the outside, he's very lovable and easygoing, but his whole principle is very strong and strict. Actually, his principle is strong and strict, but he's so lovable on the outside and so approachable on the outside. And so we must kind of remember the depth and the substance that is there. So I'm happy today we asked this question. Not every day I ask devotees to describe Srila Govinda Maharaj, but both Devahuti Devirasi and Krishna Priya Didi, they both very beautifully describe Gurudev. And I am hearing those descriptions and I'm being like reminded of Gurudev's nature. And what to speak of those who haven't met Srila Gurudev. This is a beautiful way to know him through the hearts of the devotees. Description, but hearts also of the devotees. All right, so dear ones, our day is continuing here and your day is continuing there, no doubt. And there is a variety of places, including South Africa. And we know Mathura Basini, Devi Dasi, Seva Rupadiri, you are all traveling somewhere. Oh no, you're not, you're in a room. Okay. I thought you were traveling somewhere. By holding the camera, perhaps it was giving the impression of movement. Hare Krishna. So let us come back to Riga, where all the devotees are gathered. This is the Latvian Zoom. And so let us give the last word to Suresh Krishnabhu and the team there in Latvia. And happy to be with the team. We are here to be with you. And Lavanya Moy, she was with us a little earlier. Oh, she's here now also. She's traveling somewhere. Maybe she's traveling there to be with you all. Thinking, what am I doing not with these devotees? I should get in a cab and go there. That's my speculation. Suresh Krishna, let us hear from you.
Yes, Maharaj.
Очень прекрасно, что у нас на
Very
протяжении
wonderful
всей
that
недели есть
across the
возможность,
whole
начиная с
week,
понедельника,
we have an
сразу с
opportunity
Крыма,
starting from
быть
Monday, the Monday
вовлеченными в
London Zoom,
Харикатху, потому что,
to
как
be engaged in
недавно,
Harikatha.
прошлую среду обсуждали
And
тему
how we
важность
described last
Харикатхи,
Wednesday
и мы поняли, как
the
Гуру
importance
Махарадж
of
через
Harikatha. And as
Харикатху,
Guru Maharaj
через
said, that
слушание
through
Вайшнава, они нам
Harikatha, by hearing from the
открывают
Vaishnava,
ну,
they
перспективу,
open
этот
up
путь
this
как бы, к
perspective,
высшему
this
миру.
path
И
to the
это
higher
очень
world.
прекрасный
And this is
момент.
very wonderful moments of our
Ну,
lives.
сейчас у нас
And
заложено в нашем календаре, когда мы
now it's in our
стремимся
calendar
встретиться всегда с преданными.
when we can regularly see
Jai
the
Srila
devotees.
Bhakti Ranjan Musul Maharaj ki Jai, Jai Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj ki Jai, Jai Srila Bhakti Rakshak Siddharth Dev Goswami Maharaj ki Jai, Jai Chai Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki Jai, Shri Guru Gauranga Gantharu Govinda Sundar Ji ki Jai, Giriraj Govardhan ki Jai, Guru Parampar ki Jai, Guru Varga ki Jai, Namacharya Shri Vilas Thakur ki Jai, Jai Tulasi Maharani ki Jai, Jai Shri Nadi Tham ki Jai, Vrindavan Tham ki Jai, Puri Tham ki Jai, Jai Shri Chaitanya Saraswati Acharya Vrinda ki Jai, all assembled devotees ki Jai, Jai Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki Jai, Nitai Gaura Pramanande Hari Hari Bol.
Hari Bol, and Jai to all the Latvian Bhakta Vrinda ki Jai, and Suresh Krishna Bol, inspiring everyone, organizing, gathering everyone together by his energies. Suresh Krishna Bol ki Jai. Paramananda Prabhu ki Jai, Krishna Priya Devi Rasi ki Jai. And to Mathura Basini, all about, I don't want to say old devotees, but devotees who have had, all the devotees, okay, I better not get into trouble. All the young-hearted devotees of all ages ki Jai, and Nitai Gaur Premanandi, Hari Hari Bol. Vancha Kalpatarubhya, Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha, Patitanam Pavanebhyo, Vaishnavebhyo, Namo Namaha. And really very happy seeing each of you. Subhan Sakaprabhu also arrived to us and joined us here to Hare Krishna. All right, I'm bowing out for today and we'll meet again soon. Yes, tomorrow we are in London and tomorrow the Monday Zoom. Who is happy to attend, who is able to attend, will be happy to have your association there too. And don't forget, generally you can also bring questions if you like. And there is simultaneous Russian translations. Welcome back. Nitai. Oh, in the chat box, Udaram Prabhu has put the link for the Wednesday Latvian Harikatha. It's only in Russian, but this applies to many of you, to the Latvian devotees and to Nazar, the Ukraine devotees. And so there is the link. And as with Zoom, you need to copy out the link if you wish to attend.
С 7:30 p.m., 7:30 вечера, 7:30 вечера в среду.
Dandavat pranam, all best wishes, all good thoughts, and all respects. Nitai Gaur Premanandi, Hari Hari Bol. Ami, Asti. And you can stay together, but I am good. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Dandavat Maharaj. Dandavat. Dear devotees, Dandavat. До встречи. До встречи в эфире. Hare Krishna. Dandavat.